en serio, que tenemos estudiantes aquí, que, you know, they're gonna graduate tonight. So, again, I'm your Dean Papa Swiggity, and I wrote a few words, and I want to share them with you. ¿Están listos? You guys ready? Bueno, for the third time, vamos para este beach, beach. All right. You came through the doors of La Sopa in much the same way that travelers the world over came to the same roads, often for different reasons, often to different destinations. Some of you just crossing the avenue to do your compra, others on a road trip across the country to see your new baby. This is the space and time in between where we meet. Some of you have been writing and reciting for many years and joined us to get reinvigorated in the ways that only happens when you're surrounded by new writers, fresh blood. Some of you are in some stage of beautiful creative emergence on the brisk of your own books and shows. But it's our shared slice of time writing side by side with one another, the shared experiential legs of our journeys that made what we did here unique in ways that not even I, a student of the arts and of social sciences, could have imagined. Special, unforgettable. What we do, art, poetry, these are the mirrors of our subconscious as we manage this life. Sometimes we struggle and we peer into them and find ourselves lost in the artificial shadows that cage our faces. The thing about a mirror is that many forget it's a tool through which we can better ourselves, perfect ourselves. We can hold them up to our community to see the beauty and the flaws and what it is to be human outside of ourselves, to free our thinking. Sopa, you are each other's mirrors with the defining quality of reflection. And we find reflection in water, in thought, in intimacy, in our children, in poetry, which takes many forms inspired by our everyday. What will our Saturdays be like without destiny? Like a flower in the windowsill, taking in the sun in our words. Or Eddie, headphones in his ears, flavoring a blackboard with a special kind of visual magic, a piece of chalk, the philosopher's stone. Or that corner preacher man who does his own spoken word in Spanish and Portuguese too. I'll miss him, but I'll miss you. Though I know I'll see you again out in the wide world, I will miss what we did here in the spring of 2014. Let me be the first to say that I am proud of you. Proud of you, and I say this as someone who understands that often the people around us don't get why we write, why we don't concentrate our energies on other things. To us, this is everything. And I am proud of you for assigning value to that which makes you different, standing out in a world that suppresses expressions that are not bought and paid for by a cattle rod weary in crowd. To our friends, our lovers, and families that stood beside us no matter what, while we gave up our Saturdays and sacrificed late nights, early mornings, and free time in pursuit of the dream that is dipped in the well of the soul and inked into consciousness on paper and tongue, I say thank you.
Thank you.
To Boricua College, who believed in our mission, to Sofrito for Your Soul, to being Latino, to Hispanicize, to the National Puerto Rican Day Parade, I say thank you for supporting our efforts here. To the Dean, Janny Rose. Janny, man. She's not here right now. She actually just graduated at Boricua College. Shout out to Janny! Whose seasoned sense of timing and opportunity was the alchemy that made the cauldron from which we stir. I thank you. And to Keith Roach, Slam Master Extraordinaire, who in his wisdom told us to take everything we know about slam and throw it out of the window, I say thank you. And finally, to our class, who were the first to take a chance and breathe life into our vision of community arts education that remains accessible, that teaches the role and evolution of oral tradition and our evolution in American literature. We look forward to all of your features all across the country and your books on every bookshelf that counts. We say thank you. A round of applause as we say congratulations to the inaugural class of 2014, our first ever graduates of the School of Poetic Arts.
Can I see everybody? Can I see everybody's face? Oh, hi, Mama.
La poesía que adoró, Capicu vengo yo, el machete movimiento.